Good morning, traders. It's Thursday, May 4th, and I've been doing some trading with the Nadex. I called out a signal on the Nadex, and I've got it on video. I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube, and I was able to make 80% today on my money. Put up 1,000 and made 800. So that's 80% profit. That's 3 in a row for the Nadex. I have a code coming up here for the USA session, code 2, called out within my charting service. I'm going to try and send a signal out for this trade to my oil subscribers, but I'd really like to encourage all of you oil subscribers to sign up to the Nadex, switch over to the Nadex signals. I can switch you right over. You don't need to resubscribe. It's the same price. So just tell me you want to do it. I'll switch you over and start getting the Nadex trades. They're a lot better. They're a lot easier. They're easier for me. They're going to be easier for you. They're more profitable. Everything about them is just better. So anyway, I am going to prepare the signal now. I'm going to use the breakout technique described within my code trading videos and within my charting service. I'm going to use the breakout technique on the only code that there is this week for the code 2 for the USA session. There are 3 codes for the Euro session this week, only 1 for the USA session, besides the 1 trade per day, but I never count that one, which actually that one was pretty good yesterday. It was good for 25 ticks, but I never really count that trade ever. So there's only 1, actually there's 2, but one of them is a special. I call it a special, but there are 2 more. There's 2 more, but one is the main one. That's the one I'm talking about sending the signal out for. So anyway, let me prepare it, and I'm going to take the break, and I'll send the signal out. My only concern is that as soon as I see, once I take the break, I go buy, I go short. My only concern is you're not going to have enough time to get into the trade to be able to profit from it properly. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. With the Nadex, you basically always will. Like today, you have plenty of time. I said to go short below 47 when it was up at 47.20, and from there it went to 47.30. So you had plenty of time to get in. I'm talking like an hour maybe to get in. Maybe not quite that long, maybe 45 minutes or something like that to get in before it started to, and you had actually had over an hour to get in to go below 47. It took quite a while before it to actually get below 47. And then it went below, and then I decided to exit, and I exited down here at 48.50, right down here, for a nice 80% profit, because I knew that there was a risk that it might come back up again. It might not. This next code will tell me which direction it's going to go. So if I wanted to, I could take another trade. If it pops back up, let's say to 46.70, and then gives a short off of that, and I got 20 ticks before it goes below 46.50, I could take that again on the Nadex, easy, and send out the signal for it, easy. But for these trades, it's definitely much more difficult to do. The only real way, the only practical way to do this would be to open up a trading room, but that's going to present its own problems. That's why I'd rather just do the Nadex signals. And a lot of you subscribe to the oil signals because you just don't know about the Nadex. But once I introduce you to it and show you more about it, you're really going to love it. Anyway, I am going to come back. I'm going to go prepare the signal on the system, and then I'm going to get ready to take it here. So I'll come back. Okay, I have just sent out a signal that I am going to take the break of the high and the low. The high is at 46. Stand by. The high is at 46.73. So if it breaks 46.73, goes to 46.74, I'm going to go long. The low is at 46.48. If it breaks below 46.48 and goes to 46.47, I'm going to go short. I'm going to go for 30 ticks. I've already set that. I'm going to set it right here on the, I set it for 30. 30 ticks. The stop is always at the other end. So if I go in at 46.47 and go short, the stop is at 46.74. If I go long at 46.74, the stop is at 46.47. It's always on the other side. You just reverse it, whichever way you're going to go. I do not know which way this thing is going to go, but I would take a guess and say it's going to go down. It's going to go down and break below 46.48. I will take it short. So this is pretty much the only way I can send out a signal, is to just use the breakout technique and send it beforehand, so you know what I'm going to do before I do it. Otherwise, there's almost no way, because I mean, once I take the trade, a lot of times it just moves and keeps going, and you wouldn't have time to get in. By the time you actually had time to get in, the trade would be already moved 10, 20 ticks. You can only get maybe 10 ticks out of it or something, 15 ticks out of it or something. You're not going to make money getting only that little amount. Once this thing starts to move really big, then it would be different. You could get a good 50, 60, 70 ticks out of it, normally from a 100 tick trade. But right now, it's too tight. The best way to do is to play the Nadex. I hit the Nadex again today for 80% gain on my money. That's good. I could have made 150% gain on my money if I would have held it. Like I'm still in. As long as this thing closes, if I was still in, as long as this thing closes below 47, I would make the full 150%. And it may close before 47. I don't know yet. If this thing gives a long signal, though, then I wouldn't want to bet that it's going to close below 47. But if it gives a short signal, then yeah, we're pretty much going to nail it here. You would have nailed the Nadex trade. Anybody that's still in would nail it and get the full amount. And most people probably got a little bit better than me. They probably got closer to 200, or maybe not that much, maybe like 170, 180 or something like that. I'm just taking a guess. I was doing 150, 150%. Because I was catching it when it was coming down, and after I sent the signal, it started popping up. And when it starts popping up, you get a better percentage on your money. Anyway, I'll be right. Anyway, you know what the codes are great for? The codes are great for learning how to trade on your own. For those of you who aren't interested in that, or you tried it and you just can't do it, go over to the Nadex, open an account, get my signals. I'll make you plenty of money. That's all you care about, right? Making money? Then don't worry about nothing. Just get the Nadex account. I will make you money. It's not a problem. This is going to be much, much harder for me to do, and why should we bother with this when we don't need to? I mean, yeah, sometimes I use the codes for the Nadex signals. Sometimes I do, but many times I do not, because I know the daily chart and I know how to catch them, and that's all. And that's better than the codes in some respects. At least it is for the daily. Anyway, I'll come right back. I mean, at least it is for the Nadex. I'll come right back. Okay, I'm still here, just waiting for this thing to break one way or another. If it breaks 47.73 and hits 46.74, if it hits 46.74, I go long. If it hits 46.73, I do not go long. Only if it hits 46.74 do I go long. If it hits 46.47, I go short. If it hits 46.48, I do not go short. Only if it hits 46.47. That's what I mean by the break. If it breaks that price, whether up or down, you go long when it breaks high, you go short when it breaks low. That's the breakout technique. All based upon the code 2. All of you out there have seen me do this many, many, many times. You didn't know what I was doing because you don't understand the codes. Anyway, I am sending out a signal for this. I've already sent it out. Everybody should have it by now, no problem. SMS are pretty good. They're pretty fast. Usually it says it takes 5 seconds for the signal to have been delivered, so that's what the system is saying. Anyway, I am still waiting for the break, one way or another. My guess it's going to break down. But you never know. It could break up and could be along. It could go up quite a bit. It happens. I mean, I've seen it happen many times. That's why I use the code on it, not what I think it's going to do, not even what it looks like it's going to do. The code is much more accurate, much more powerful. That's why if you are a trader and you are a serious trader, you're an experienced trader, you need to get my codes. You need to learn the codes for yourself. It will absolutely change your trading career, believe me. And you'll be flabbergasted by them. You'll be absolutely 100% flabbergasted by them. But for those of you who just want to make money, just get my signals. Get the Nadex signals. I'm going to take the oil signals off of there. Not allow anybody to subscribe to them anymore because they're really a pain for me to send out. And a lot of times they're going to interfere with the Nadex signals, and I don't want to get them interfered. Plus they're going to interfere with my own trading. Because I'm going to be trading the fund here soon, and I'm really going to be trading a lot of stuff. I'm really going to have to take a lot of concentration, but the Nadex is no problem. I'll be playing the same Nadex trade that you will all be playing with me. The same Nadex, the same exact trade that you see me taking the signal on, I play. So, anyway, I'm still waiting for the break. I'll be back. This thing may go long here. I got out of the Nadex trade at 50, and after I got out and sent the signal, it went down even lower, down to 40. So those of you who were in it had a good chance to get out down here for an even better price than I did, because I knew that there was a chance this thing could come back. Let me show you the daily. Let me show you why. This daily right here might snap back on us, like this one right here. Might snap back more. Might snap back more, you see? Might snap back more. It happens. I didn't want to take that risk because we'd already gone down so much. So that's what you're paying me for, my experience at this, my expertise, my judgment, my knowledge of not just the codes, but also the charts themselves. I'm very good at judging them, because those of you who understand the codes, the charts and the codes go together. They do. And I've seen them so many times. I can tell around what code it is, what it looks, the chart looks like, and I've seen it so many times that I can tell what it's not necessarily what it will do, but what it's likely to do. And if it's likely to do something and it's going against me on a trade, I get out. I got out down here. I wasn't going to risk that this thing pop back up again above 47, because it very well might. If this thing gives a long entry off this code here, there's a good chance it will go above 47. Okay, here we go. 46.74, I go long. Okay, it made it up to 72. I'll come back. Just wait till you guys see me trade the fund. You're actually going to see my main real account, which is Interactive Brokers. You're going to see me using eSignal, and you're going to see my secret about using the I have all my own custom settings for the scanners. You know, you have to have that if you really want to, you know, find the real gems. And I have all my own custom settings and everything, and you're going to see some serious professional trading. We're going to show you probably things you've never seen before, how to find stuff. All of a sudden, boom. I mean, I might have to check 100 things, 200 things before I find something good. And that's, you know, that's just the way it is every single day too. But when I find something, and boom, it goes and takes off, you're going to be amazed. And you'll also be amazed at, you know, how many times I do get into something and it doesn't go anywhere. I take a loss on it. You'd be like, loss, but then boom, I hit one, bam, make a huge winner. You know, it happens all the time. Okay, this thing's starting to come back down here. If it hits 46, 47, I go short. See, this is the flaw in the programming. The way the programmers programmed this, they made a major flaw in their program. I was able to discover it and see it in the year 2006 while trading the Forex market. And it is absolutely applied to the oil market and to every market. And although every market doesn't have a code 2 to it, though. Only a few markets do. The euro US dollar does, oil does, but not that many markets do. It's one reason why I trade oil, because it has a beautiful code too to it, multiple ones. My charting service every day shows the codes, and I track the codes, and you could play the breakout technique on any one of the codes and do really super well. Anyway, we are using the breakout technique here for this signal and for this trade. I'm still waiting for the break. I'll come back. By the way, for the Nadex signals, get signed up to them. A lot of people have already signed up. A lot of people are going to be switching over. I'm already going to be at least halfway to my 50 subscribers. I think I'm getting close to 30 now. So I'm only got like 20 left to go. So if you want to sign up, get signed up, because I'm only going to take 50 subscribers on this Nadex, because I feel if I take any more than that, we're going to have problems getting in and getting out, and I don't want that for myself, and I don't want that for anybody else. So jump on board. I will keep it at 300 for another month or so until I really prove, but it's probably going to be taken up by then, so I'll probably have 50 subscribers at 300 and just keep it there. And anybody that goes out, I'll let somebody back in, but only for like 500 or something like that. So jump on board. Anyway, I'll come back. If I were to run the oil, want to trade oil like this, you gotta run a trading room. You just really have to. Or I can, of course, do the breakout technique, but there's many times where I can do better than the breakout technique. But I need to be able to take a trade and get right in and keep my stop small. Like a lot of times I can get in. Okay, here we go. 47, I go short. I'll be right back. Let me concentrate on this trade. Okay, it's popping back up here. It just went down to 48, not 47. Remember what I said? It hits 48, I do not go short. It hits 47, I go short. And it did not hit 47. It came one tick away. Anyway, I'll come back. But for you professional traders out there or experienced traders out there, you're going to love the codes. Buy my video courses. I'm only selling both codes for $600. It's the biggest steal on the internet. And, you know, they will teach you a system that is far superior to anything you've ever seen before in your life. 100% guaranteed. New traders have a bit of trouble with it, because they not only do they need to learn the system, they also need to learn to trade too, and deal with their emotions, trading and everything, which is a whole nother ball game that's very difficult to teach. The only thing you can do is give inspiration and stuff like that, but there's no substitute for actually really doing it and feeling what it feels like to enter into a trade and everything. This guy just wrote me an email about this. He wrote me a really good email. I'm going to put it up to my website and show it on the reviews, because he wrote me a good email, let's put it that way. And he talks about that, about the emotions and stuff. And he said something about, like, he did really well in demo, but as soon as he went live, the emotions were very difficult to deal with. And that's the way it is, you know. You really have to get used to it. Anyway, I will come back. I think this thing's going to break down. Not sure, but I think it will. It might not, though. It could come all the way back up and hit the 74, and I'll go long. But chart doesn't look good for that. Looks like it's going to break below. I'll come back. And here's the thing. You don't need my signals to take this trade I'm taking right now. You could take this on your own. All you need to do is sign up to the charting. And not only would you know how to take this trade, but on top of it, you would know far more, because I teach so much within the charting every day and show not just this trade, but other trades too you could take. Okay, let me come back, concentrate on this thing that's going to break here. It hit 48 again, bouncing up here a little bit. See what it does. I'll come back. Anyway, you are witnessing you're witnessing a glimpse of the flaw in the program that these programmers programmed this thing with. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I'll come back. Okay, I'm in the trade here short. I've got the stop set to 46.74 on the other side of the break. So we would have went long at 46.74, But since we went short at 46.47, or I'm in 48, it bounced back up. We set the stop at the other side of the break. Anyway, I am in. Everybody should also be in. That was signed up to the oil signals here. And here we go. I'll come back. Okay, starting to move down here a bit. Got a ways to go to hit the 30 ticks. Should be able to hit it though, off of this code. Let me go check and see how. Okay, I just sent out a signal to change this to plus 20 ticks on the exit, because I just recalculated what this has already been good for, and by using the breakout technique, we gave up quite a few ticks there. And I just checked the charting and to see what this is good for, and we're pushing it too much on 30, unfortunately. You know, there's nothing I can do about that. And if you look at the daily, you see that we're already down at the bottom of the chart right there. So we're really pushing 30 here. Anyway, I'm going to come back. Also, this has turned into a 20 tick stop trade with a 20 tick exit. It's not good. It's not good. It's not a good trade. I don't like to send out trades like this. The only thing we got going for us here is we're using the code 2. But it's just a matter of how much it will move. That I don't know. That code doesn't tell me exactly that. Only the entry. And we're playing the breakout, because I can't play anything but the breakout and send out the signals. I could trade this up and down myself, no problem. You see me do it a lot, but not with a signal. I'm making mathematically sure here by the breakout. Anyway, hitting the Nadex trade today was easy, piece of cake. I'm really good at it, and you know, I basically nailed it today. And Nadex is fantastic. You guys are gonna really love the Nadex. It's so much easier than this, and so much less stressful. And you never have to worry about your stop getting hit. It's just you just need to learn how to time the chart, and I'm really good at that. Now I can also use the code 2 on it as well. But the problem with sending out a signal for that is it'll change directions a lot. It'll go from one code to another. One code goes long, one other code goes short. It'll keep going back and forth, and you won't be able to really rely on it to close above or below a certain price, because it'll constantly change. So for what I do is I just get out early. I just get out early as it takes below, and then I go ahead and get out. I don't get like my full 150%, 200%. Whatever. I usually get more like about, 60, 70%, 80%, something like that, and even 50%. And I just take it, get out, and then I go in with another one and make another 50%. And do that all the time, using the Nadex. And but I can trade the daily and send out the signals to all of you to make you money, and do it pretty easily on my end. I mean, it takes me work, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I can do it easily with respect to the functionality of it all, getting the signal out to you in time for you to get into the trade, whereas this is much more difficult to do. That's why I had to call the break before it even happened. Now there's no way I could have taken it where I really wanted to take it, which is way up here, and then if it went up and broke above, and then sent out the signal for that too. Really tough. Anyway, we just need it to drop a little bit below here. It should go and hit the 20 ticks. We'll be out. There's another code coming here, and it could reverse a position off of that code. So I really want to see it drop first, and it most likely will. It'll drop down, then reverse off that code and come all the way back up. But we need to hit the exit first. That's why I don't want to push it to 30 ticks. Here we go. Come on. Drop down. Take a nice 20 ticks off the table. It's not bad. 20 ticks a day will definitely keep you in curry. Anyway, I will come back. I don't want to make this video too long. There's a real risk here that this thing will go long off the next code. And it's a risk. It's a risk. There's no way for me to warn everybody. If it comes back down again a little bit here, I'm going to place a break-even stop on it and send out a signal. But right now I have no way to warn everyone. No way to warn everyone. This is why I don't like this type of trading, the signal stuff for this. It's too dangerous. And there it goes. There it goes, shooting up into the next code. I had no way to warn anybody. Dropping back down hard here. You know, it's weird. It did the same exact thing yesterday. See, I don't know what it's going to do now. It could easily go up off of this code. I don't have a signal yet. It's setting up right now. I do not have a signal. See, if I was doing my own trading, I would have just exited the trade. It's not a problem. Just exit the trade, wait for the next code. That's why I don't want to send out signals for the oil signals anymore. They are too dangerous. I can easily do the trading on my own. I cannot do it with signals like this. In a trading room, easy. Signals, no chance. They are too dangerous. Nadex. You want to make money with me? Sign up to the Nadex. Switch over to the Nadex signals, and I'll make you money. Piece of cake. This kind of trading with the codes is for you to do on your own. For you to learn on your own, to do your own trading. Yep, most likely this thing's going to go long off this code here, and then it's going to go back up again. And what it will do on the daily is it will make that line I was talking about. See how we already went so far down? Now it makes the line. And it basically always does it off of this code too. The only chance we have is that it will shoot down into that code, pretending like it's going to go short, and then it'll hit the exit and get us out. That's basically the only chance we have. It might do it. It's a possibility. But you know, I wouldn't want to bet on things like that. And this is a big stop too. Terrible. It's just terrible. That's why I don't want to send out these signals anymore for oil. Only for the Nadex. And when I first started talking about this, I said that I needed everybody to get on the Nadex. But I figured I could do it with the oil, but too risky, too hard, too difficult for me to do. It's something to do for yourself, for your own trading. If you can't figure it out, the codes, whatever like that, then do the Nadex. Otherwise, if you're a professional trader, you want to get my codes and you want to do the charting. You'll be able to do all your own trading, no problem. Anyway, and you'll be able to learn at the same time, get an education on what to do, so that you don't have to rely on me to send signals. Anyway, I'll come back. Yeah, see this last code that I took? Good for 35 ticks. It was good for 30 ticks yesterday. So it already went what it was going to go. I tried backing off to hit it, the trade at 20 ticks, but just wasn't good enough. We still have a chance that this code here will go short, but from my experience, I doubt it. It's possible though. It could happen. Definitely could happen mathematically. But I would give the preference for it going up, because usually it goes up on a day like this. It'll usually bounce back up on this code and not go down. But it is possible. What was it? Tuesday it did go down. So it did continue to go down, but it was a very big day on Tuesday. Like, we can go take a look at it here. Here's Tuesday. It kept going down off of this code and gave a short signal. So it could happen again, but I wouldn't want to be in this trade and betting on that, you know. Because mathematically it will go up, not down. This was just more like a fluke day. Doesn't happen very often. We need this to be another fluke day to be able to get out of this thing. Could happen though. Anyway, I will come back. I actually already have the break-even stop set signal set to go. All I gotta do is push the button on it, and I had it when it was down here. And while I was preparing it, it started moving up closer to my break-even. It was only like about maybe 5 ticks away, and I was like, I better not set it now because it could easily just come up and hit it. If it comes down to 40, I'm gonna set a break-even stop. Come on, a little bit lower here. Down to 40, I set the break-even stop. I got the signal ready to go. Do not like this trade. It is risky. Okay, I'm using the code here. I've adjusted the stop to 64. I got it a little bit lower here using the second code. This will protect us from not losing as much. Sending out the signal. Okay, I have sent the signal out here. What I'm doing here is I am using the last code here. I'm using the last code to set the stop with. If that code were to break that, it would go long off of that code. So this is a way to protect this. I was able to reduce it, the stop down by 10 ticks, which isn't bad here. Okay, I am going to prepare a break-even stop signal. Be right back. So now if it goes up and hits this stop, it's actually a breakout going long off of the last code. Just like I said, there's too much risk that this thing would go long off of this code. We just didn't get enough range for the thing coming down off the previous code. That's why this kind of trading is not suitable for signals. Trading room, sure. Signals, no. Problem with trading room, you'd have to be in the room all day. But if you get my Nadex signals, when I say to go short off of something or long off of something, you know which direction the thing's going to go. You could take entries going in that direction, not just play the Nadex. I can pretty much tell you right now this trade's going to go bad. If I wasn't sending out a signal, I'd just exit the trade right here. Just take a loss really quick and exit the trade. No reason to lose the full amount. It just very, very difficult to try and trade like this, sending signals out. It's too difficult. The only way to win at this is to know the codes, or just have me send you Nadex signals, which I'm playing the chart using the Nadex. And of course the secret that I know of which direction it's going to go for the day. Like I knew it was going to go down today, but I don't know how far it will go down. But I knew it would go down. And in my charting service, I called for it to go down. By the way, I just noticed something. If this thing breaks below 43, we have a short. So if it breaks below 43, I won't need to send a break-even signal out. So if I were just trading on my own, I just exit right here, and if it breaks below 43, go short. No reason to take the risk with the higher stop. When I mathematically, come on, break low. Okay, we got it. We mathematically got a short entry off of that code. So that was a breakout right there. That was the breakout technique. Using the previous one, we just happened to have back-to-back ones right there. Technically speaking, we should be able to get at least 20 ticks off of this trade. So we should be able to hit the exit no problem from here. So I'm not going to set a break-even stop. Keep that stop that I've got in place. That stop's a good one. It's the other side of the break. So that's the proper place to put that stop. Should be able to hit this exit here. This is called trading the codes, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are new and you don't really want to have the time to learn all this, get the signals. Get the Nadex signals. For those of you who want to learn, buy my courses, Code 1, Code 2, sign up for the charting, and you will get an education on this like you never could have imagined. Now if it makes it down really close to the exit, I'm going to place a break-even stop on it, just to be sure. Just to be 100% sure, just to protect the trade. But I want to get it down into like 32, 33, something like that, and I'll place it myself and send out the signal. Anyway, I just love doing the Nadex. It's really cool to be able to time the chart like that. It's just a lot easier to do than this right here. Even though the codes are more mathematical and everything, and it's just something that you have to do on your own and learn them and master them and everything. But for sending out the signals, Nadex is much easier. Plus I just like it. It's really cool. I love being able to have a controlled system like that where I can put up 1,000, make 1,500, 2,000, put up 1,500 and make 2,500. It's really nice. Or 3,000. It's really nice. Anyway, just a little bit lower. How about like around 34? I'll go ahead and place a break-even stop on it. Send it out as quickly as I can. But mathematically, though, it should make it. I just want to be sure because it's really tight in here. At any time, this thing could jump and go the other way. And when it does, it's going to snap back hard the other way when it does. And I don't want to get caught into that. I'm right about to place the break-even stop here. Just wish it would come down a little bit more. A little bit further down. Okay, I'm getting ready to place it here. Break-even stop set at 47. Okay, it's almost made it. I'm sending out the signal. Okay, I sent out the SMS, but I didn't have time to send out the email because it already hit. So we're out. Okay, we're out for 20 ticks. Sorry about that. We could have made more, but let's put it this way. I am really happy to see oil moving like this. Do you know what this means? If it continues to move like this, I'll be able to hit us 400% trades on the Nadex. How would you like to make 400% on your money? Put up 1,000, make 4,000. Sound good? Yes, it is good. It's very good. You get to limit your losses at all times and maximize your gains. So anyway, for those of you who haven't woken up yet, the charting service is invaluable. You will get a lesson on trading like you never imagined, to teach you the secret about this whole market and all the codes. Some people can't understand them though. Newbie traders have a tough time understanding it. Or they have a tough time putting it into practical application because there's a combination of two things. You have to learn the system, plus you have to learn how to trade. Learn how to deal with your own emotions. That's a lesson that I really can't teach. Only experience can teach that one. So, and some people are good at handling that, some people are not. Some people will never be good at handling that. So you never know until somebody tries. Anyway, I nailed both trades today. I nailed the oil futures trade and I nailed the Nadex trade. Hope all of you are being impressed. Sign up for my signals. I will make you money. But please sign up to the Nadex signals. I'm going to take it off the website for the oil signals. Or I suppose I could send them out for the breakout technique. I could do that. I could always just use the breakout technique. As long as oil is moving, that will work perfectly. If oil ever gets tight again, it will not work. They simply will not work. Because by the time the break comes, it's already made its move. It just doesn't want to move very much. So the breakout techniques do not work if oil gets tight. But it's moving. It is really moving. What's the range on that? 54 down to... Wait. My eyes are going here. What are we looking at? I'm looking at the daily. Let's look at the 10-minute. Okay, our range here is 54. That's funny. 47.50 down to 46, down to just about 46. So that is a 150 tick range here. Beautiful. That's a normal range on oil. Oil usually ranges from 140 to 180 ticks, programmed mathematically. And it does it every day. Every day, ladies and gentlemen. Like clockwork. And I know how to take advantage of that to its pretty much its fullest extent. So imagine we want to hit 70 tick exits on the Nadex. We get 400% on our money with that. Piece of cake. I've even gotten more than that. But if you hit it just right and you hit it while it's going up and you short it and it's going to go all the way down 70, 80 ticks, you can get more than that. So, anyway, I will be back tomorrow to do more trading and send out the signals to all of you. Get yourself signed up. Get started, and I will make you money. Also, I have a video from yesterday I still have to upload. I haven't had time to do it. Now I've got 2 more videos to upload, this one and the Nadex one. So I've got a lot to do here. And I hope all of you hit these trades. I know some of you are signed up to both. Some of you have the Nadex signals and the oil signals. So I hope you hit both trades today. Now you can see I'm going to be able to make you money at this. The $300 a month is going to be nothing in comparison to what you're going to be able to make. So anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're hitting these trades. I hope all of you traders out there are being inspired, because you should be. You should be impressed, amazed, inspired. Now you know why, now you're going to question why these people didn't want me to tell other people about this. They didn't want other people to know of this information. That's offensive to me. Very offensive. Anyway, I am going to get going. Hope all you're doing well. I will see you tomorrow, and we'll have a great day trading on Friday, and then we'll have a great weekend to go and celebrate. Okay? Happy trading out there.